Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Kel's World, and today we are going to look at the walling of the house, the layer boxes and the upstairs. So as you can see, we've already built a bit of the house downstairs and put a little bit of the wall, about 2 or more stones up, and then you're going to see our layer boxes, and those are the ones. We have started to build them, and we're going to build them slanting a little bit outwards. They will have a slope of about 15 degrees so that the egg can just roll out. So once the hen or the chicken has laid its egg, it will just roll out. And another chicken can come in and lay its egg, and it will just roll out. So all the chickens can actually go into the layer box and lay their eggs, and they will just be rolling out. And we will come from the outside, go inside and pick them up. And together with this, we are also building the stand for our water tank. Like I told you before, is that we're going to catch all the water from our roof so that we can store it in this tank and we can use it to wash the place, the outside, our clothes, to irrigate our farm, or to do all the other house duties that we need to do with water. And like I told you, you can see that we have built this little stand for the tank. And the inside was so big, it was so deep down that we've decided not to fill it up. Instead, we're going to make a little slab on top where we're going to place the tank. And inside, we're going to keep it like a little house, like a little store that we can put our farm equipments, cleaning equipment, or anything else that we need to store somewhere. So we had thought that we'd fill it up with soil and with hardcore, but we've decided to keep it like a little house because it was just too deep and it was going to take so much material to fill it up. So it's much cheaper now for us to just buy a little metal that we put on the slab so that it will be strong enough to hold this 10-liter tank that we're going to put on top. So you can see there that we are actually building, and we're building the walls. We're trying to put them up a bit so that they will stop the wind and the rain from coming into our chicken. And so you can see there, that's the tank they're building. And you can see the walls, you can see how they build it. We will not do much with it. We will not spend a lot of material on it because we want our house to be very cheap and affordable. So we're just going to build a stand and probably just leave it like that. We might put a little cement on the outside just so that it doesn't look so ugly, being a part of our compound. But otherwise, we're just going to have a little square house that we're going to put the tank on top. And you can see that now we have put the walling that's on the shorter side of the house. This is the east and the west side. Those are the short sides of the house. And we have put stone walls because we want the house to be stable. We want it to last a bit longer, and we think that it was much easier to use stones other than iron sheets. But on the upper side of the house, we are going to put iron sheets. And on the lower side, we have put stones. And you can see we've already finished putting the stones. That's on the short side, the short wall. And on the long side, on the short side, we have put the tall wall, and on the long sides, we put the short walls because the house will be closed on the east and west side. This is because of the sun. We don't want the sun to be too strong on the chicken. Like you can see, we've left a little space between the wall and the floor on top, or rather the roof of the lower case. And this space will have some wire mesh so that there will be some little light coming in through that side, so that in the morning there could be some light coming into our chicken on the lower side of the house. And you can see that we have left little holes that it's actually just for sunlight and for ventilation. And on this side of the house, we are going to put wire mesh and chicken wire so that there'll be so much ventilation from the north to south side. And you can see that we are really building this house. We are almost finished. And you can see the floor from this side. And here you see the corridor upstairs where we will be walking as we pick the eggs. So we have this little corridor that's coming outwards. You see the wood coming outwards. That will be a small corridor that you go upstairs and you walk on it. And as you walk on it, you're able to pick the eggs from the outside without going into the chicken house. We are trying to avoid people going inside the chicken house as much as possible. And therefore, that's why we have so much timber that we're going to use to build these small corridors on top, on the outside, that you walk as you pick the eggs. And the layer boxes will also be facing the outside upstairs. And at the same time, we have to extend our wall, our roof a bit, because we don't want the rain to fall on the boxes. But you're going to see that later on. We are still building the house. We are still building the corridor that we are talking about. And so this corridor will be very, very important because we will be walking on it many times in a day as we pick the eggs, as we check on the chicken. When we're checking on the chicken, we will be standing outside and checking. If a chicken is sick, if something is happening, we will only need to go inside where the chicken is when it's very necessary. And so you can see our layer boxes from the other side, and they're going to be very beautiful. You can see they're very, very nice. And so you just walk on the side and pick the eggs, and that's all. And then we will collect them. And we're going to collect a lot of eggs. And upstairs, you go there, you also pick all the eggs. Then we are going to build a staircase. Where you see this ladder here, we're going to have a staircase where you can climb up to the upper floor to pick the eggs and to check the chicken. And that's going to be really interesting because I think that it's going to be very, very nice. You can see it's already looking very nice, very nice. So now we are in the process of building this corridor upstairs because we have to build it very strong so that, of course, you don't fall. We're going to put also rails on the side so that you don't fall. We're going to put some poles to stand it at the end so that it doesn't swing as you walk. So we have to build a very, very safe and stable corridor. And this is on the outside. And then we will need to actually build a little bit of the roof, the iron sheets, to come and cover this corridor so that the rain does not drop on our layer boxes or even on this corridor as you walk. So it's going to be very, very good, and it's going to look very beautiful. So you can see where we put our stones. You can see the stone wall. And on top of that, it's coming only iron sheets. And what we need is that we will need to build a little staircase going up to the top of the house, because on top of the house we're going to build a little bridge. This bridge will be inside the house at the apex, on the roof. This little bridge will come from this side to the other side, one short side to the other short side, east to west, because it will be going along the whole house. You can see along the long side, it will be going along the whole house in the middle, inside the house. And this little corridor that will be hanging on top is where you will walk with a wheelbarrow with the chicken feed. And we are going to feed our automatic feeders from that side on top. So you're not going to touch or be near the chicken. You'll be actually inside the chicken, but on top. but you're not able to touch it. And as you can see, we have a lot of stuff left there that we're going to need later on, and we will just keep it and use it like our firewood. So it's very good that we have a lot of wood. And you can see this is the place that we have built with the stone. And we have a lot of extra wood that we are going to keep. And again, this is how we are planning to put our staircase. So we are looking at how we'll have it coming from the side, and it should not be too sharp because you have to climb there, with a wheelbarrow with 50 kilograms of chicken feed. So it should be, the slope should be not be very sharp, and so we have to start it a bit far away and come on a very gentle slope up to the top, so that you can easily ride your wheelbarrow up and then up again and into the roof, into this bridge, and feed the automatic feeders, and all that will drop down to a chicken. This will drop to the first floor and to the second floor, the water and everything. We're going to see that as we go on building this house. Right now, we are building the main structure. And you can see we are doing very well. You can see now it's actually a house. You can actually see that we have almost everything ready. And so I think that is going to be a very nice house. And you can see that we have the ladder. This ladder is actually just for climbing up there right now as we build this corridor. But we are not going to use this ladder later on. We are going to build a wooden staircase. It's not going to be anything with metal or anything. We are just using wood. The whole house is wooden. So it's very, 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 very ecologically good house. And our chicken will love this house. And you can see that we finished the floor like we did before. You can see the floor is very beautiful. And we're just planning how we shall put our wire mesh on the side. You can see the roof is finished also. Very beautiful. This is a really beautiful house. And from there, you can actually touch the leaves of the bananas. But I think we'll have to cut those ones so that they don't come near the house, because they might have some insects, some beetles or anything on them. So we'll have to cut those leaves and we shall give them to the goats. The goats love banana leaves. So we shall give them to the goats and the cows, and they will not be wasted. And so you can see that we are going on to build our house. And today it's been very rainy. You can see that it's very, very wet there. So but it's good they're working inside. The rain doesn't stop them. They are still working inside, even with the rains. Otherwise, it's been very heavy rain. As you all know that in Kenya now there's a lot of rain. But we're doing very well. We're on schedule. We've only now done 2 weeks. And like we said, this house will take only 3 weeks. So we have a whole 1 week to put the wire mesh and to finish the corridors and to do the boxes. Then we are done. The doors, of course, there are no windows, so we are fine. That's all, nothing else. And the chicken house is ready. And then we shall do the cleaning up, and then we shall be looking at a completely nice house, waiting for the chicken to come. You can see we have a lot of wood, lots of wood around. All this will be very good for us. We use it to cook our food, and we love it. So it's very beautiful. So I hope that you're enjoying being with us as we build our house. Please just leave comment, share, and like. And really, we would like to hear your opinion. If there's anything you'd like us to change, tell us now, because this is the time to change it. Later on, when our chicken have come, we cannot change anything. So you see, these guys just climb on that. Oh, look at that. This what you're seeing is a trap for termites. During the rainy season, you can catch termites. There are some flying insects that you catch using this type of trap. You can see that one, the ball sticks that are stuck on the ground, and then you put the banana leaves on them, and the termites will come there and you catch them, and you can eat them alive, or you can actually fry them and you eat them with ugali. Very, very delicious. Lots of protein. They're very good, very good. And usually this is the rainy season. That's when you catch them. So you see, my workers have actually put this little trap, and they will catch a lot of them. And I'll see if I can get a video with them, when they're eating them up. I will ask them to send me that video so that I can put it up. And you see how we eat them, or rather they eat them. That's really a delicacy, and it usually comes in the rainy season. Lots of proteins in them. Very good, natural protein. So anyway, let's keep on looking. We're just planning how we shall put a staircase. That's why you see we are looking at this section for a very long time, because we are thinking of how to put a very, very good staircase, and not slanting, not too sharp, and strong enough, and to be able to go up. So I am very glad that you've watched my video. I hope you're enjoying it, and please keep on watching our previous videos on the slab, on the foundation, the roofing, collecting the materials, and the floor. And please keep on watching, and I am very happy that you subscribed and that you're watching. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to keep on watching. Thank you, and I'm very grateful that you are with me and you are supporting me. Thank you so much. Thank you, and have a very nice day. Keep on watching for about 1 second, and have a very nice evening or a very nice morning. It depends on where you are. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.